And we are underway in Buffalo. Fielded just outside the goal line. It takes us near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Flushed out right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Steele. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Well, backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down. Steele. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Now a throw here to his running back. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Steele. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Lambert. And he is going to have a Browns first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
To throw on 2nd down. Steele looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down here. On 1st and 10. Steele down inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Back to throw. Steele. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Lucas. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Steele. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw 1 interception in the last game.
But 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are tough, Coach. I thought the ratio was if you got to 3-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Schultz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 2nd down at 4. And the Bills at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
Throwing on 1st down. Schultz. And caught by Cameron right side. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
On second down, it's Porter. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Steele. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table. And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On first down, Schultz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They run a draw here on second down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. This is caught, the tight end Cameron. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. High throw, but the catch is made. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. 19 yards that time for number 19. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Schultz. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, Schultz. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
On 1st and 10, Steele. He finds his man, complete. That's Lambert. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Up the middle they go. Porter. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bishop, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, 5. Spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Steele throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lambert. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Ready?
Throwing on 1st down. Steele throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
To throw on 2nd down. Steele. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll take this one down to the 36. So 3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a first. Operating from the gun. Steele. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Steele. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back to throw. Steele. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 6 yards away. And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Schultz. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Operating from the gun, Schultz. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 76 yards. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series for those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
And not what you want to see this late in the season.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Steele.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Schultz.
And this one too low.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Schultz. And it's caught by the tight end camera.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The end result, 21 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be active.
Touchdown, Bills! A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To throw on third down, Steele. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands, and it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. On first down, Steele eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again, Steele. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Steele. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Jaguars who are out in front. The Jags locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we head a little further north up to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And at halftime, they trail the visiting Seahawks in that ball game. The Seahawks looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. The Pats are in need of some changes come the offseason. We know that. but they do get the victory there to get him. No shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake. Schultz. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brooks. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On 1st and 10, Schultz. He finds his man complete. That's Brooks. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Schultz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Back to throw, Schultz. Touchdown from 19 yards away. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that was good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
On second down now, it's Bishop.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Down to about the 37.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Schultz. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted.
And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Browns set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
They'll run on first down. Bishop. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Steele. And he wisely will throw that one away.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they've certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's Bishop, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Steele, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Steele. And this one is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this back onto the field now comes the Bills offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. From the gun on 3rd down, Schultz. Over the middle, complete. That's Gonzalez. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Schultz throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there.
his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
To throw on 2nd down. Steele. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First target, first catch, and a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Steele. Throw left side, complete. That's Porter.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
On 3rd and 2. Steele. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing to start the drive. Schultz. He finds his man. Complete. It's Brooks.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Andrews. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Throwing on 1st down. Schultz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Operating from the gun, Schultz.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
Back to throw. Steele. He finds his man. Complete. It's Joseph. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bishop. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Steele. He finds his man. Complete. It's Lambert. On 1st down, Steele got his man complete over the middle. It's Porter. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Back to throw. Steele. He finds his man. Complete. It's Lambert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Steele. Touchdown, Browns. From 4 yards out. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now, to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Gonzalez.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 3 yards remain for second down.
Looking to throw. Schultz. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brooks. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On 1st and 10, Schultz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Back to the air on second down. Schultz throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brooks. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bills are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
So now the Browns down by 2 touchdowns And time, a huge factor. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Steele. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st down, Steele. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Bills,
they moved to 9-7 on the year with 1 game remaining.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.